Bulldog and Linux. We have corners here. Top right, in the top left we have Happy playing as Soviet. In the bottom right we have Insanity also playing as Soviet. Versus in the top left, Linux playing as Yuri. Bottom left we have Bulldog playing as Allied.
So we've already had Beacon from Bulldog and a message to say Rush Yuri. Not Rush Yuri, Rush Happy.
Rush Happy. Okay, yeah, so I don't know Happy particularly well. Insanity and Happy were talking in game chat. I think Insanity's gonna rush Linux. Insanity's saying he's gonna move. I'm surprised though. You know, obviously the shorter ends are left to right, not top to bottom. So ideally it would be Happy who's gonna rush Linux.
Connie Rush from Insanity.
Well, exactly. I think this is a big mistake. As I said, they were discussing this in chat. I'm surprised Happy isn't the one doing this, because by the time Insanity's gotten over there, this is gonna be wasted effort probably. You know, that's $1,500 worth of conscripts that not gonna get much out of. Would have been much more efficient having or effective having Happy tried along the top. Okay, so this is interesting behavior. Insanity moving his MCV.
Lots of beacons going on from this team.
Where are we looking for beacons?
All over this MCV. He's completely unaware of his Insanity. Completely unaware of his.
Our ally is under attack.
Insanity is not able to deploy it with that conscript there. Might just be able to deploy it now. We've not seen much out of Bulldog. Bulldog is smashing into Insanity's base in the bottom right. Some interesting base walking going on here. But Insanity's just you know, letting his base die in exchange for this. Yeah, I don't see this working, unfortunately. Happy not really providing enough cover here. Although the Rockies are useful. Looking at money, Bulldog is...
Insanity's GG.
Insanity's calling GG. He said to Happy, press Bulldog, and then Happy decides to pull his tanks away. Yeah, Happy doesn't seem to... He's like, I asked you earlier to press Bulldog, but now your tanks are here. Don't pull them away, dude. Oh no, communications between Happy and Insanity falling apart. Happy could press this. I'm also cannot help but notice the complete lack of fodder out of Happy.
Our ally is under attack. Player defeated.
That was a disaster for Happy and Insanity
if
there.
only it was 2021, people had microphones. Indeed.
That was a complete disaster. They've wanted the first pick, but I'd much rather not have first pick and win the first game. Like, you don't lose the first game, so you get first pick. Like, all right. So, but both teams sticking to their factions. We've got Happy and Insanity staying with Soviet, Bulldog with Allied, and Linux with Yuri. This is an interesting map. Lots of things that can be done here. Last time I saw this played, it was J-Card and Kainkiller. And they had quite a healthy lead over their opponents. They didn't bother expanding to the top right or bottom left corners. But I think it would be wise for...
I think this is going to be different this time.
Well, I think it would be wise to play for a slightly longer game. Indeed, given that their opponents are Allied and Yuri and not Soviet, so there's no risk of terror drones, Insanity or Happy might find it prudent to send their MCV, move their MCV after that first war factory is out.
Linux definitely is not moving.
Well, no, he's Yuri, so
No,
he shouldn't. He has no need to move. And indeed, Bulldog might have to be a little bit wary of terror drones, so can't move too early. Insanity, I think, deciding that he wants to build up towards that gold. It's not a bad idea. But those gems just look so tasty. Little bit of scouting coming in from Linux. Obviously, Yuri not the best faction for scouting with. Getting two gats out first instead of a more conventional one miner or one gat then a miner. So without gems, Linux's eco is gonna be a bit strained in the early game. Bulldog on 3 miners already. Insanity and Happy on 3 as well. Hey, there we go, Insanity. Yes, my boy. Moving his MCV up to those gems. He should have done it much earlier because he never built anything. Never built any structures. So he should have done it as soon as that war factory was placed. But not to worry.
Our ally is under attack.
Those gats, they're going to be cleaned up quite easily. I only need to, I'd like to see Happy try and pinch those with the Rhino. I should get one.
Our ally is under attack.
Don't group them, split. Okay, never mind. Don't run after them. Yep. Let them come. Yep. He's right.
Our ally is under attack.
So that flak of Insanity's is pretty wounded. He needs something to help with that gap. Oh, he's gonna lose the power. Insanity's just not paying attention there.
Our ally is under attack.
This is kind of a schooling, honestly.
Our ally is under attack.
Happy, not even repairing his power plant, not even noticing it. This is quite worrying for Insanity and Happy. You've got a Yuri and an allied player. Insanity not even getting a refinery out along the top. He could have destroyed the tree to place it. I don't think he thought he had room.
Insanity's low power still.
Our ally is under attack.
Insanity's flats are where he had 2 on the wrong side of the map. This is... 2 Soviet players should not be getting bruised this badly in the early game by Yuri and an allied player. This is not how the game should go. Nice split, not so much a split, but nice attack from Happy down bottom. But goes straight into the psychic tower. That isn't focus firing it. Yikes. Well, I said I didn't feel like I could stream for very long. It looks like Bulldog and Linux are obliging my request.
It does look that way, doesn't it?
Insanity very much on the back foot after having his power plant knocked out. He needs another power up now before he builds anything else. Yes, with that flat cannon he needs another power.
Our ally is under attack.
Happy doesn't really seem to know how to counter Yuri. And because they're not on voice, Insanity is not going to be able to help him. Those GIs are going to slowly work their way down unless Insanity deals with them. And no, this is far more one-sided than I expected.
Definitely.
Linux now teched up. He's got a couple of mags. Could use 1 or 2 more gats, I suppose.
He got the discs, so
yeah.
So.
Happy looks like he's trying to tech up, but there's no sign of Desos yet. Insanity doesn't even have radar tech, so definitely no Desos coming out of him. The mutator is out, so Linux's eco is set for life now. No, only 3 flaks as well from Happy. I really don't think Happy knows how to play versus, or hasn't been, you know.
Drops on those the big mags.
Yeah. I don't think Happy has been told how to play versus a Yuri player.
Our ally is under attack. Our ally is under attack.
Yeah, that was
Happy.
bad.
Happy just seems to have mentally given up here,
Our
not using
ally
his,
is under attack.
not these Flax was sitting around for so long. Insanity doing what little he can, but he's being torn apart by Bulldog, or pinned by Bulldog in the top, and then slowly torn apart in the middle.
Our ally is under
This
attack.
is. I mean, it certainly isn't textbook out of Linux and Bulldog. It is unfortunately just Happy and Insanity do not have the experience here.
Happy's now got a few terror drones.
I mean, yeah, and to go, but he needs to take out this Yuri Prime.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that he didn't go after the Prime much earlier is worrying. It just shows a little lack of experience, a little lack of map awareness.
Here comes the money for.
Yep, Linux is now going to have, what's that? That's going to be about 3K worth.
Our ally is under attack.
This is using the drones to try and
Our ally is under
take out the
attack.
Grizzlies. Not a bad idea. But doesn't really need use the drones to take out those masterminds. Insanity. Insanity needs to bring those Flax back, because those masterminds
Our ally
will
is under
die.
attack.
But he needs to keep them out of range of the. There we go. Now killing the
Our ally
UFO.
is under attack.
Looks like Happy and Insanity are slowly figuring out how to combat this, but it's far too little, far too late.
Yeah.
I was very surprised that Insanity chose Country Swing.
Our ally is under attack.
Very surprised indeed. There goes Insanity. And it's only a matter of time for Linux.
Our ally is under attack.
Was it any amount of time for Linux? Or did you mean
Our
that
ally is
was
under attack.
Sorry, not Linux. I meant Happy. My apologies.
the Iron Curtain did a good job, but it's only prolonging it.
I mean, at this point, it is prolonging the inevitable. I think that's something else that you can see. Again, more experienced players will GG when they say GG, they will mean it and quit. I think this is Happy and Insanity is sticking around even though they know they're dead. Much like in chess, if you know the game's over, you're going to knock over your king instead of waiting 20 minutes for your opponent to beat you in checkmate. I don't know if Happy genuinely thinks he can do something here, but I think he's about to be assuaged of that impression.
Well, I mean, it's
Player
2v1
defeated.
now, basically. At this point now, yes, yeah.
Our ally is under attack. Our ally is under attack.
On the back of this, what has Bulldog got? He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
ally is
7
under
miners.
attack.
Yeah, reasonable number. Probably a little one too many for Country Swing, but it's done him well. He's sitting on
Our ally
11k.
is under attack. Our ally is under attack. Our ally is under attack.
Yeah,
Player
that's it
defeated.
for the. Tried upgrading and they downgraded you. That sucks.
So you've got Bulldog on the left
Yep.
with Happy bottom left. Linux bottom right and Insanity top
Bottom right. You mean on? What do you mean top right? It's top, bottom, left, and right. They're literally in the middle. They're literally.
Yeah.
Insanity's literally in the middle on the top.
Right. I'm just as tired as you, okay?
But yeah, they are. This is what you might call corners, as opposed to side by side. It's going to be interesting. Yuri going after Yuri and Soviet going after Soviet, or are they going to decide to? Is one side going to double up and go after maybe Bulldog or Happy?
He has indeed.
Yeah, so this is interesting. It has been pointed out that Linux is building in a bit of a square. Obviously, getting bored of playing RA2 and wants to play some SimCity.
Beacon detected.
We've got Bulldog with a Connie rush and Linux blocking Insanity's walls. Shouldn't really be an issue with the Gatling tank. Now there's two. Unless Insanity throws it away.
Our ally is under attack.
Okay, Insanity completely all over the place here, it seems.
Is under attack.
Not able to garrison the tank bunker. Doesn't really seem to. Went to garrison it and then pulled his tank away. The conscripts with the rhinos, with the Gatling tanks. And the reinforcements from Happy are not there. Indeed, there is no counter-attack from Happy anywhere on the map.
Our ally is under attack.
Linux and Bulldog going for a proper blitz.
Big Mac bacon.
Yeah, bacon. It's not a Big Mac. You can call it a delicious double patty, cheesy, special, saucy, sesame seedy, bacony burger. Can't call it a Big Mac. Oh, I think you're frozen.
Creek here.
Yeah, but Insanity is basically right there.
Our ally is under attack.
Yeah, I mean, there were two sentries out from Happy. One by the War Factory and one by the MCV. But yeah, that's an oof.
I mean, he's Happy GG's out completely. He's gonna. Because he said GG.
Yeah, I tend not to like it when players say GG and then keep playing. My opinion is that even if they end up with a comeback win, if you said GG, you're resigning yourself, and therefore the other person is entitled to quit because you have conceded the game. So if Linux and Bulldog were both to quit out now, they would get the win because the other team has signaled that they've given up. Yeah, Happy deciding to fight this out.
Our ally is under attack. Player
But
defeated.
yeah, he got badly doubled. It's a shame.
Player defeated.
And a level of balance to it.
So you got both Furies at the top.
Both Euros at the top, both Soviets at the bottom. We have left versus right.
Yep.
They'll base swap, keep sentries ready, go to tanks, is what Insanity is predicting. So yeah, we've got Linux top right, we have Bulldog in the bottom right, we have Happy in bottom left, and Insanity in the top left. Both Yuris, standard build, brute, couple of initiates. Doesn't look like they are swapping Insanity. Also, Happy does not know this map. Insanity should have pinged this for him. Part of me wants to get on chat and tell him, but
Yeah, that feels
this
bad.
is a GG moment. I'm on Sanity's team, so I will see the pings, and there are no pings coming out from him. This is going to put him at a huge disadvantage.
Indeed.
Necron's first practice after this series. There we go. Okay, he gets a refinery up on the gems. It's gonna cost him. If he micros is no, you can't micros miners.
Our ally is under attack.
Insanity getting pushed here. He's gonna be able to hold this off. Nothing too serious. 4 miners out of Bulldog. 4 miners out of Happy. Happy isn't doing too badly.
Beacon detected.
But he's not got any rhinos out yet. Nice to save the nice sentry position behind the MCV there. Good hide. Sanity's
got 3 miners. Linux has only just got his third.
Then he just got his third. Yeah, he just placed that down. So Insanity's eco is going to be slightly better. Happy needs to have a... There we go. Fodder's coming out. He needs to be careful to group it all together, though. And not take fights that he can't win. I think afterwards Happy might try and spend some time looking at things like tank control. Because people say Soviet is really simple, but not quite as simple as I think. An untrained eye might suggest.
No, I mean it takes a bit of control.
Linux's army here coming down the middle. Linux's 4th miner is on those gems in the middle, which is going to give him a nice big eco boost. And Insanity not really in a position to do anything to help his ally here.
Our ally is under attack.
I mean, he sends help, but it's way too late. Should have sent it hours ago.
Our ally is under attack.
Insanity, I think, not really sure what to do here. Yeah, I'm not sure what that psychic tower of Insanity was for. Nothing ever got that close to Happy's base.
Beacon detected.
Nice engagement from Insanity there.
Linux is now going in on Insanity's base.
Yep, and this is where a psychic tower would be really helpful in Insanity, except you place one down in your ally, miles from any fighting. There we go, there's the tower. Nice.
Kirov reporting.
Kirov?
Okay, so somebody's deciding to meme. I mean, Kirov's against Gatling tanks. Not not really something you normally want to do, but I mean, Insanity has a lot of Lasher tanks. Nice, bear in mind.
It does help. A few of those are mind
Ally is
controlled.
under attack.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No. I'm just saying.
Insanity also not splitting his army. Pulling it all back for 2 Magnetrons that came and pushed him. And that cost his ally his only war factory. Happy also not expanding to the safe gold up behind him is a little bit of a concern. Looking at the other team, Linux's base pretty bare bones. Doesn't have a grinder up yet, but standard Yuri army composition of not very much. Terrible IC by Bulldog there.
Really back just for that one engagement from Linux.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Bulldog's Kirov can just basically take out.
Yep.
Our ally is under attack.
And then Bulldog's tank's just covering it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what on earth Insanity's doing here. Absolutely no idea.
Is under attack.
He's got a huge army that he's content with just sitting in his base.
Happy's MCV got droned.
I mean, I don't know why Happy's trying to move it somewhere. It's like, what's the point? Like, yeah, he's not going to re-establish a base anywhere.
No. does feel bad.
Player defeated.
There's the GG from Insanity. There's the GG from Happy.
Our ally is under attack.
Again, Happy not sending out his final building. Sure to irritate most people who he plays against. But
Yeah.
that's a 4-0. Oof.